Happy Sunday, everybody. Again, changing it up a little bit. Instead of informing you and teaching about leadership, we are here to talk about two big giant groups who are coming together and are physician advocates that I feel that physicians need to know. And so we're bringing them on to this podcast. They're physician connectors, Sermo and PLC-Network. Do you know about them? And are you utilizing them as a resource for yourself? Let's talk about them, okay? My name is Dr. Elsie Coe. I'm the founder and CEO of Lead Physician Online Leadership Program for Physicians and the Chief Medical Officer of American Endovascular and Amputation Prevention. Go to our YouTube channel to listen to all the videos that we have on there. Go to Lead Physician and just go to leadphysician.org if you're interested in getting some kind of leadership training. And I'm going to show you these emails at the end. But let's go. Let me just introduce you to Kurt Scott. Is one of my buddies. I've joined his group, Physician Leadership Career Network, and now Kurt has joined together with Anthony Giordano, and he who is the VP of Growth Marketing from Sermo. And if you don't know what Sermo is, we're going to talk about it very shortly. These are some big giants out there, and if you don't know them, you've got to know about them because there's so many things that you're going to be able to find out for yourself about your career, your job, your future. And let me bring them on board here. Hi, Anthony. Hi, Kurt. Good to see you again, Kurt. Hi, Anthony, for the first time.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you so much for being here. I'm so impressed with what you guys are doing. Let's start with you, Anthony. Let's talk about Sermo a little bit because I really feel like there's a lot of doctors who need to know more. I know you have about 1 million followers worldwide, but there are a lot more than that present globally.
Yeah, definitely. So thank you for having me. Definitely great to be here and speak to physicians. My role at Sermo is all of the communications that we do for physicians, and also as they become members, just really continuing to provide them value and engage them on our network. Sermo, it's the largest physician-only social network that's global. We do have over 1 million physicians that are part of Sermo, and there are many different things that members can do when they join. I'm sure we'll talk a lot about this, but they can earn extra income for sharing their insights and also contributing to the community. They can interact with other doctors, post content, access the world's largest drug ratings database of all physician ratings. So there's really a host of different features that can help physicians to improve their practice and advance their career.
Right. So what are the biggest things that physicians are using Sermo for right now? I know you have a few different arms to it. Can we show some pictures? Like, for instance, here, this is your website.
Yeah, so this is once a physician logs in, they will see this view, and this is called the pulse. It's the feed and where the majority of content happens. And right up in the middle there, up top, you can see a patient case that a physician posted. So they can get advice from the entire global community, and they can present information about the patient case, ask poll questions about it, or post published research on patient cases and get feedback and have those discussions. So that's certainly one of the major activities that members are doing. And then you can also see on the top right there, there's a survey opportunity available for this member where they can share their insights and get rewarded for that. And also, and more importantly, impact the decisions that are being made in the healthcare industry through sharing their insights.
Yeah, so there's some mobile apps here. This is similar to what you're talking about.
Yes, that's one of the patient cases was right before, and then here's an example of one of the survey questions that a physician would be served.
Right. How much money did you guys distribute as a result of these surveys that were done last year?
Yeah, last year we paid over $20 million in honorarium to members, and the average member made over $800 just on surveys, and then that varies widely based on what specialty, what country the physician is in, and other criteria. But there's definitely a good amount of money that's being rewarded to physicians.
Right. When I see this site, it looks very similar to Facebook. And during COVID, there were big physician groups that came on to talk about all the weird and strange manifestations about COVID. Is this something that people used worldwide during the COVID to gain information?
Yes, definitely. We saw a lot more engagement around COVID within the social network part, both through content that we posted as the Sermo team to spark that discussion and content that physician members were posting. So we had a lot of rich dialogue. That continues to be one of the highest engaged topics. Now it's kind of shifted to long COVID being a big topic of discussion. And then in addition to what's happening within the feed, we have an ongoing series of research that we do that we've actually sponsored as Sermo to gain insights on different topics that doctors are really have top of mind. It started as a COVID barometer that we did every month during the pandemic, and now it's shifted to a more general barometer that covers topics beyond just COVID-related ones.
I love this. This is a great way for physicians to communicate with one another, also with organizations. Can you tell us a little bit about where Sermo started and how this idea came about? I understand it was from a physician.
Yes, it was from a physician. In 2007 in Massachusetts, Sermo was started by physicians for physicians to have this place that they can interact with their peers, some like-minded, some not like-minded, right? But to get that discussion on medical topics and even non-medical topics that have been a part of the Sermo community throughout its history. World One purchased Sermo in 2012 and brought together this social network part with the market research aspects and now have a very holistic platform that has many different opportunities for physicians.
Wow, that's fantastic. Thank you so much for that. I can see how this is flourishing and has grown to 1 million members. Now I wanted to talk to you, Kurt. Why this partnership with Sermo? You've built this. Let me just reiterate what you've been doing. This PLC-Network is basically an entity where you're connecting physicians to organizations and giving them leadership positions, because there's so many more leadership positions and people realizing the need to have physicians on leadership platforms. Tell us why this is valuable for you to bring Sermo as a partner.
Well, there's a variety of reasons, but when I heard about Sermo and what they were doing and the breadth of their membership, it was instantly to me, I thought, oh my goodness, they've never had jobs on the Sermo site. And what an opportunity for us to be able to have a larger audience to be able to help in terms of the physicians with their careers and getting the education they need and leadership training and being able to get opportunities in front of them. And then from the client perspective, it's such a great platform to be able to expand the audience that they get their jobs in front of. So when you have multiple leadership positions available, and you've used all of the standard ones that people have used over the years, this goes, just broadens everything and brings so many more people into the fold, if you will. I mean, that's what we've been trying to do over the last 3 years, is create this community of physician leaders and representatives from healthcare organizations to connect them for job opportunities, as well as provide them resources to help them with their career.
It's fantastic.
So this was, to me, it was just a no-brainer for us.
Right.
In fact, just to show you the power of LinkedIn, after I heard about Sermo, I reached out to the CEO, Peter Kirk, and invited him to connect. Within 15 minutes, he accepted my invitation. Within about 5 minutes, he sent me an in message saying, Kurt, we need to talk. I think we have opportunities to work together. And that's how all of this started, all through LinkedIn.
That's good. And I mean, just look at the spread of the map of where you are finding physician leadership needs. And I see that growing as I've gotten to know you for, I think, almost 2 years now, Kurt. And so I want to
absolutely. We have over 300 leadership jobs. I mean, physician leadership is all we do. So all the jobs that you just saw on the map, those are all physician leadership jobs. So they're from chief medical officers, medical directors, chairs, chiefs, lots of academic positions for residency directors, faculty members, associate residency directors or fellowship directors. So, this has just gotten to be bigger and bigger. We keep growing and adding new jobs as new organizations come on board. It's been a great trip. I'll tell you,
Yeah.
the last 3 years has been exciting.
I think it's interesting that we are all associated with Brown in some way, and I see that Brown University is now partnered with you for their master's programs in healthcare leadership. And I did that program. That's my alma mater for college, and I understand, Anthony, you got your MBA from there. So
I did, yes. It was
I
just
don't think it's a coincidence.
yeah, a few weeks ago, and got a chance to visit Brown again. It's just great to see how they continue to develop, and that we all have a connection with them.
That's right. So, Anthony, what do you think about this collaboration with PLC Network?
Yeah, it's been really highly engaged with since we started. But even before, I think it's interesting and it's important why we decided to partner with Kurt and PLC. Other than Kurt being a nice guy and us having some good conversation, we really made this how we make many of our decisions at Sermo, which is we asked our members. And you brought up before advocating for physicians. I mean, we really organize our business, our company, our resources, whether that's marketing or technology, around what physicians want. So we had a survey during the summer, actually 2 surveys, and we asked members which features they'd be interested in, and we gave them a list of over 20 different features. And leadership jobs came up as the second highest ranked. So, okay, this showing us there's demand from our members. And now we have a partner that we believe in, that we can really have a synergy with, and now it shows as we announced the partnership on Sermo, got very positive feedback on it, and now as we're putting out jobs within the feed, we see they're highly engaged with, they're getting positive feedback. And Kurt, as we've talked, that's also driving traffic and driving applications for these jobs.
Gosh,
yeah, absolutely. In fact, just in the last 3 weeks, one of our clients has had their jobs up on Sermo for 3 weeks. They've had 5 applications for really tough jobs with very specific criteria. And I'm telling you, the quality of candidates has been incredible. So they're obviously very happy.
Great.
I want to thank you both for leading these initiatives and helping physicians in this way. As you know, this day and age, there's a lot of physicians who are not happy with where they are, and this is a way for you physicians to find other means to be where you really want to be in life. And being intentional, setting goals, and finding what's really made for you will help decrease the risk of burnout and help find more fulfillment in your life. So please look into these platforms and learn about them. I want to put the websites here that you've shared with me: sermo.com, plc.network.com, and I'll be posting this on the link for this feed. Any last words of advice from both of you before I end this?
Well, I'll just say that the path of leadership can take a lot of different directions. One of the things that you and I talked about, Elsie, was early in your career as a physician, you had no idea leadership was in your future. And if you had known that, you would have prepared and been ready for those opportunities. So I'm going to just put it out there that if you have any inclination, maybe if you don't have an inclination, it might be great to prepare yourself through formal education, getting a master's. The Brown Master's Program is a great program. Get leadership training through LC, through Lead Physician, but do what you have to get yourself prepared, because once you get started in that avenue and down that path, it can go in so many different directions, and it's great to have that experience behind you.
Thank you, Kurt. How about you, Anthony?
Yeah, the main message, there are many ways that doctors can get involved with Sermo. Jobs are now a really nice piece of that. In addition, earning extra income or getting advice from their peers on really any topic they want. And then, if they do want to get more involved, we work with a selected group to write content on an ongoing basis that contributes to the community. And then there's even more ways to get involved. We have a medical advisory board of 20 physicians from around the world, across specialties, that work with us to give advice as we're considering upcoming product features and advancements in the business. So we really do involve physicians in every aspect of the development of Sermo, and you can get involved as much as you want, or maybe even answering a survey on occasion. So it's free to join, and we definitely love to have more members and welcome them in.
Oh, thank you guys so much. Thank you everybody for watching. Again, my name is Dr. Elsie Ko. If you have a topic on leadership, reach out to me at info@drlcko.com. Until next Sunday, thank you both.